Hello and welcome to another episode of Minimize Regret. In this episode, I want to expand a little bit on what I was talking about last time about how I replaced my habit of what I was doing getting out of bed previously, which would be grab my phone, turn off my alarm, and getting back in bed, and then looking at various apps, doing various things. And now what I'm doing is getting up, turning off my alarm, or just checking the time on my phone, and then going and journaling instead, which I am much happier about and I have no regrets about. But the thing that really stuck out to me is something that seems so obvious, but after I thought about it a little bit more deeply, it wasn't quite as obvious, and that was the fact that I was replacing a habit with a new one rather than just trying to get rid of a habit. Now, this is practical because we already have habits that pretty much fill up the majority of our behavior, so it makes sense to replace rather than just trying to remove something. And things like getting out of bed, like that's something that you do every day, so it's almost guaranteed that you're going to form some sort of habit there. But even in other parts of life where things aren't as quite as scripted as, well, you have to get out of bed every day, you still are going to have habits in place, and so it just makes a lot more sense to try to replace a habit rather than delete a habit. And the problem is with just removing a habit is you just leave too much of a void behind. So you're whenever it comes time for that normal thing, you're going to have this craving, and while it is possible to have willpower and hold off, in most cases for most people the craving is going to win unless you've replaced it with a new pattern that also gives you some sort of satisfaction, although it may be different. So yeah, that was really the point of the video that I didn't really start to think about until I thought about habits. Like, I created a new habit, but I did that by replacing an old habit. And I think in virtually every case, you should be working to refine and update systems and habits rather than trying to say, oh, I'm never going to do this. Instead, you need to build habits and systems that essentially lead you towards a goal rather than trying to prevent you from doing something. And I think this much more positive approach is going to lead to long-term benefits because you're focused on the positive, you're focused on building, you're focused on getting better and achieving a goal rather than just saying, "Oh, I shouldn't do this thing," which, although that's a very normal mindset to have, I think it's much more an expansive and growth focused to actually think about what you're doing to get better. So, anyways, let me know what you guys think. This was just a little thought that I had after my video yesterday that kind of led me to want to dig into the topic a little bit further. So, let me know what you guys think, and I'll talk to you next time.